one of the deals that we've got access to, so we get deals that are emailed to us. I think we're live there. We get emails that are emailed over to us, and some of these deals come from our students who go through the property sourcing training course. Sometimes we're on other people's email lists and we get emails through, and we've actually had an email through today. So I like sharing this stuff because it just shows what's actually possible. And honestly, if I lived in Plymouth, I'd probably buy this one, but I don't, so I'm not going to. But just to show you as an example as to the sort of stuff that you can get. So this is a HMO. It's situated in the in Plymouth, in Devon. Obviously, if you know where Plymouth is, you know where Devon is. If you live in Plymouth, you know where it is. It's only £166,000. It's a 5-bed HMO right in the centre of Plymouth. It's already got a HMO licence in place. Similar houses are in the region of about 215, so it's a below market value deal. But when I'm looking at HMOs, I'm not really fussed about what the below market value deal is. I'm really interested in what's the cash flow going to be, and what's the income from that, and is it already set up with fire doors and all the rest of it. So this is a 5-bed in the heart of Plymouth. HMO license is in place. That's really important, because if it's not, you might get difficulties in getting the planning for the HMO license, and it means that probably, but you have to do your own due diligence, but probably a good proportion of the work that does need to be done has already been done. Things like fire doors, fire alarms, all of that kind of thing. But you need to check that. That's what your due diligence is for. There's high rental demand from students and professionals. The yield is circa about 10% per annum. That's a little bit low for me, is that, on a HMO, in all honesty. But rental income is around £1,825. Vendor's currently redecorating. Now, you need to be asking yourself, why is the vendor getting rid of this? Now, it could be a whole number of reasons. They've just had enough. Landlord tax, you know, the whole Section 24, he could have bought that, which I expect. He could have bought that years ago. And, of course, landlord tax has come in, Section 24, and that has affected those decisions, wrongly, I believe, but it's affected these decisions that you might have made 20 years ago. And now this landlord's like, oh, you know what, I'm not doing this anymore. So he just gets rid of it. So this is 166 grand for a 5-bed, pulls in £1,825 every month. Should we do the maths on this? So 166,000 minus 20%, so that's 33 grand down. 132,000 to finance. Let's do it at 3%. Assuming 3%, it's 3,984. Which is £332 plus £400 for utilities, £732. You're going to make £1,000 a month on that. That's not bad. I don't know where we got the yield from. The yield is more than 18%. If you're buying it for 166 and it's pulling in 1825 times 12, divided that by 166,000, it's a 13% yield. Now we're talking. So that's much better. I don't know why it says 10%. Maybe we're just being cautious, who knows. But a deal like that. Now, if you want to know how to do those numbers quickly, you need to sign up for a training course, of course. But this has a good opportunity to turn into a half-decent deal. So it just depends on what you're looking for, what fits with your kind of strategy, and all of that kind of thing. If you want to go out and source deals like this, and I've, by the way, sourced a lot of deals like this, and I've been investing for 20 years. I think we only ever bought one full price, if memory serves. I think it was only one, and it's shouldn't have bought it. I was moving into it. It's a flat in Leeds City Centre. Shouldn't have bought it. It was an emotional decision, not a intelligent decision. But that's just the way it goes. But all of my properties that I've bought for rent, they've all been below market value. Below market value is where it's at. And sometimes I'm not even fussed if it's below market value if the yield is high enough and it generates cash flow. I like the idea. By the way, you got stamp duty to put on that as well. But imagine putting, say, £40,000 down and generating £1,000 a month for the rest of your life. A deal like that is the kind of deal that will do that. And that, for me, works really well. So I don't know about you guys. Let me know what you think in the message down below, and we'll go live as soon as we get the next deal through. We'll speak to you soon. Take care.